Welcome to another episode of What the Hell, where the magic always happens. So here's a question. Ever heard of Southwire? Me neither. But I accidentally came across this on eBay after I decided that I need to get a new multimeter. Since my Craftsman is flaking out on me, the milliamp range doesn't appear to be working correctly. And this one is about 20 years old already, so I've thought, hey, it's time for me to upgrade. So I went to eBay and I found this for, I believe it was $45. And it's from I think they're an American company based in Georgia. And I think it's a really nice looking multimeter. I've never seen anything like built like it. None of the Chinese ones look like this. Even their company name is embossed right on the rubber material itself. And it's all integrated to the main body. It doesn't come off the plastic, this rubbery material. It's really, I'm really impressed with this. I mean, granted, this is only my second multimeter ever. This is like a way of an upgrade from my Craftsman. I like the feel of it. I thought it would be huge based on the pictures that I saw, but it's actually nice. Here's my Craftsman. So today I'm gonna just briefly go through some of the features of this meter, just in case somebody decides that they want to get one as well. I haven't really seen anybody do a review of this. This is the model 14070T. I didn't see anyone review this one yet. I saw the 14090T and the 12070T. So for $45, here's what you get with the kit. You get the meter, a case, and you got the probes. The probes is pretty high quality compared to my Craftsman one, or even I have a Fluke TL75. That one is shit, man. That thing looks like it's not even chrome plated. It's just like raw metal, and you could see the pits on that Fluke TL75 probe. This one is well polished or chrome plated, so it's very smooth. Feels high quality. The cable is nice and pliable. And it comes with these guards. And you get this magnetic strap, which hooks to the back. So then you can hang this on a metal panel or a wall, and you could use the meter hands-free. This is like a rubbery material with a magnet inside it. So this is nice. You got a thermocouple type K and a module for testing capacitors conveniently. And this one's the plugs for the empty channels here. This is rated at IP67, waterproof. So if you want to make sure that it's waterproof, you plug in your meters, your probes here, and then you plug in the two other plugs here. So that will make it waterproof. And you got your manual. Since this is an IP67 meter, the back is also waterproof with a gasket around this back panel that holds the battery and the fuses. I can't quite get a good light on that angle. You'll have to slightly raise this stand to get a good access on this last screw here. So it takes 4 AAA batteries. It's got these 2 fuses, and around the perimeter is a gasket that seals in the water out. Also nice is where the screws go into the case. There's like metal inserts in there, as opposed to just self-tapping screws. So that's a nice touch. Now I'm not gonna open this all the way for fear that I might throw off the calibration or something. But based on somebody else's video on the 12770T, it looked really nice on the inside. It looked like it's got protection and all that good stuff. So when you first turn on the meter, the backlight automatically turns on, and then it will turn off after a few seconds. And what's neat is that all the buttons and the labels around the dial are all backlit. So I'm going to turn off the lights so you could see much better. So I think that's a neat feature. Also, it has a built-in LED flashlight. So if you must work in the dark, you have this feature. So that's a welcome addition. It's not that strong, but it will do. So now let's read some voltages. Here's a AAA battery. Also, when you turn on the meter or when you change modes, you have to press the mode button because it always defaults to AC. So I find myself often having to press this and switch it to DC, since that's what I'm working with most of the time. So that's a minor annoyance, but I get it. This meter is meant for industrial use, like for HVAC people. Okay, we're in DC mode now. That reads 1.25 volts. And here's an almost depleted 9-volt battery. 8.4 volts. So it captures the reading pretty fast compared to my Craftsman meter. Okay, now we'll read some capacitors. Here's a 2200 microfarad. Let me turn on the backlight. So that was good. Here's a 1500 microfarad. That's good. It's not as fast as my capacitor, a dedicated capacitor meter. And I believe this one goes up to 6,000 microfarad. This one's 22 microfarad. So that's good. Now let's do some resistors. This is a 5 ohm resistor. On the money. This one's 15 ohm. That's good. And this one is 68. Pretty good. And here's a mega ohm resistor. Right on the spot. Here's a potentiometer. I'm gonna need a screwdriver to turn this. So right now it's 133. Let's see how fast it responds to the changes. All the way up to 4 kilo ohm. 4 kilo ohm on one end. Midway is 2.2 kilo ohms, and all the way to the other end is 0 ohms. So it's pretty responsive, I think. Now let's do some current measurements. Gotta switch this to milliamps. Gotta plug in this breadboard. So I'm just basically reading hooked up to a 5-volt source, and then I've connected each of these resistors one at a time just to measure the different currents. So right now it's connected to the 68 ohm resistor connected in series. Once again, the mode is defaults to AC, so I gotta always be mindful to switch it to DC. Okay, backlight turned off. So that's 62 milliamps. Now let's test the 15 ohm resistor in series. Camera went out of focus there. All right. We're good. Now it's up to 240 milliamps. yeah, we'll end with that. And here's a parting shot with a 3 kilo ohm resistor. So there you have it. That's my brief review of the Southwire 14070T. I think it's a really nice looking multimeter. It's a step up from my Craftsman multimeter, so I'm really happy with this. And for $45, you really can't go wrong. In fact, I'm actually thinking of getting another Southwire, their cheaper version, the 12070T. I think I saw one for $20, so I could use that as a backup. So this would be my new main multimeter. Once again, it's an American company. It's got all the ratings, or UL testing, all this testing organization badges that they have on here. I can't say enough good things about how beautiful this thing looks, man. None of that gaudy yellow or orange or red. So it's the only multimeter that I've seen that's brown. Great looking meter. Okay. Thanks YouTube for watching. Until next time.